Okay guys, this is the reveal of the Migo 120-inch projector screen that has the remote to go up and down. Okay, now I normally do a video on the install on stuff like this, but unfortunately, since I had to make my own brackets, and it was nighttime when I did this, it was a little hard to actually get the video, but I'm gonna do the reveal of it coming down and everything, show you how it works, and I will show you how I ended up having to mount it. But I love the remote. This is nice. It comes down at a nice pace. You know, it doesn't fly down and it's not taking forever. Let's see. Oh, we got caught up on something. Let me go see what this is. All right, we got caught up on this little hook that I had over here before that I was hanging stuff on. Okay, I'm back. So for future reference for everybody else, make sure you have nothing sticking out of the wall that you will get caught on, because you don't want that to happen. Luckily, it didn't do any damage. Oh, okay, so looks like we're down all the way down to the bottom, and as you can see, there's a big black space above. Okay, I think that could be a pro and a con, because then you don't want it to go down too far, but then it also gives you the ability that if you mounted too high and you needed to come down lower, it gives you that extra space to do that. Okay, so we're just going to press the button and it automatically goes back up. I like that. This way you don't have to sit there holding the button forever. Well, not forever, because it does come down pretty quick and it goes up pretty quick, but you don't have to sit there and hold the button. You just press it once and bang, it goes up. I do like how they have that system there to keep the screen, you know, pretty straight. But okay, there's my mounts. There's the brackets that it comes with, okay? And then you see the piece of metal there. Now, that metal is I'm probably gonna try to spray paint that just because you could still see it a little bit. But that would have normally got attached to the outside ribbon. See, as you can see, I'm actually on my patio. This is the patio, and it's a disaster right now because I'm in the middle of 3 different projects. But I wanted to get this done real quick because I wanted to be able to use it. Now, this is the outside, the reverse side. I'm behind the screen. So as you can see, that black in there, the metal, that's where that metal is, and it goes up underneath this board. Okay, you see how I drilled 3 holes into the piece of metal up there, and I stuck them in there. Now, these screws, these are heavy duty screws. They are 4 inches long and they're pretty thick, but that's what I ended up doing. So those screws, they actually go into 2 2x10s in addition to this ribbon board. And yes, as you can see, this is one of the projects that I'm in the middle of, is pressure washing everything out here. Unfortunately, this side doesn't get much sun because I got all the trees, so I get that every year. And of course, my pressure washer was dead, so that was another project I had to do. I had to replace the pump in that. But let's see, let's get back in there. This is the hardware set that it comes with, the brackets, you know, and all the instructions. As you can see, I didn't use any of the hardware that they supplied. I actually ended up using all of my own stuff because I had to make a bracket. Now, it also does, in the instructions, it shows you this L bracket. Just so you know, it does not come with that, okay? It has to be purchased separately. So keep that in mind. Depending on how you intend on hanging it, you may have to order that in advance or get something similar, okay? But I will say that this screen is a lot nicer than a lot of the other ones on the market. I did have one previous to this, and it was just a regular one, just a regular screen that you'd hang up, and it was a little bit of a pain to get it, you know, stretched out and ironed and stuff like that. So I will say that this here is definitely a much nicer screen than a lot of the other ones on the market. But the nice thing about it is how it goes up and down on its own, and it's a nice size. It's definitely a 2-person project if you're gonna mount it the way I did. If you're hanging it with hooks, you could get away with one person doing it. But the way I did it, by hooking onto the back, definitely two person. Now, I will do a review on the quality of the picture once I get everything else set up here. But so far, I will definitely give this a thumbs up, 10 out of 10. As far as, you know, how it operates, the way it looks. Definitely a nice screen here. I will leave a link for it in the description or in the comments somewhere. This screen, I believe, was around $8.99. I think that's what it cost on Amazon. I'll also leave the seller's information, everything on there. And it is a Migo, M-I-G-O. There you go. And like I said, I'll give it a thumbs up. Please take a minute, like the video, share it, subscribe. I'm going to be doing a lot of videos of similar stuff. A lot of other projects. I got the pool going right now that I'm doing a project with, redoing the tiles going around it. That's another project I got going on that I'm going to be posting some videos for. So stay tuned, like and subscribe. Thanks, guys.